Recording. Okay, students, now the recording is in progress. Now we can proceed further with the session. Okay, Ruchika, you're going to start with the name of the topic. What exactly is the name of the topic, please? Can you please explain?
Okay, thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. So, the name of our topic is what key changes are required for India to transfer into a global superpower?
So this is the topic. What changes India require? What key changes India require to transform into a global superpower? This is the name of the topic. Who will begin the discussion?
Sir,
Yes, please. Swati, go ahead.
good afternoon, everyone. My name is Swati Patil. I am glad to the participant of this discussion. Today is a relevant topic. The key changes are needed for India to become global superpower. India is currently fastest growing in the world with huge population, progress technology, and learn and also increasing influence global. But the increasing the status of the global super power, we have to changes some critical changes are needed. In my opinion, the most important changes are needed in our India. Your skill development, education, and skill development. I believe education is a foundation. We shift to the rote learning into the critical thinking and creativity. The national education policy, that is the NEP in 2020, it is the greatest step to the with the help of we can learn the coding at class 6. So it improves the our learning process, and it promotes the encourage it promotes our encouraging, and also it increase the misdisciplinarity in this misdisciplinarity in learning. So it's my opinion, it is the most factor the education and soft learning.
Yes, Swati, very nicely spoken. Very nicely. Okay, you threw some light upon very important and sensitive factor. We need to focus upon education sector because youth power can become better youth power if we have got skill development, if we have got proper education given to them. Okay, specifically, if we talk about Indian education system, some expert people say that the current education system is just focusing upon the storage capacity of the students, how much you can remember, okay, how much you can write on the piece of paper. It is the test of your storage capacity. On the other hand, expert also says that such education system should be made wherein the students are using their critical thinking, logical thinking, analytical skills, problem solving abilities, objection handling skills, analytical skills. These skills are still untouched. If the students are made to think upon certain things, they can become better skilled people and they will have better job opportunities. Rather than going for a job, they may also start their own business. So it's very much important to improve or have some reformation in the current education system. Very nice point you have mentioned. A short while ago, the discussion that we were having, this is also something related to that itself. The literacy rate of our country is how much? Swati, how much is the literacy rate of our country, India?
70%.
77%. And out of that
77.
77%, yes, out of that 77%, how many are male? What is the percentage of male
84%
literacy?
is our male.
84
84
84.
percentage.
84%.
And what is the percentage of female literacy?
70%.
70%, right? And if we have to compare it,
84.
okay, striking difference you can see. If we have to compare it with China, okay, what is the literacy rate of China?
Nine,
99.83%.
99.83.
Yes, 99.83% is the literacy rate of China. And among that, how many are male? Okay, what is the percentage of male literacy?
9,
98.
My goodness,
98%.
look at that.
98%.
Look at that difference. It's a striking difference, right? We should be feeling ashamed of our country, right? Look at that literacy rate,
Yes.
right? We need to still catch, we need to reduce that gap, isn't that? Okay, let's proceed further. Shruti, you have done excellent job. I got it. You're doing very good. Who's another student who's speaking with their point? Anybody? Trying to explain the point with the help of some examples.
Samay,
Yes, good. Okay. Yes, Praniti.
Samay.
Yes, Ruchita.
Yes, sir.
Carry your name and start.
I am Pranati Rabati. I agree with Swati as she said that foundation in education is also important. But of that, I would like to say that innovation and advanced technology is also most important. As India has the IT services, but India is lagging in that. Whereas other countries like China and USA, they are fast in the advanced technologies and they are doing their uh, and they're focusing more on the technologies. So I would like to say that we have to change. Uh, we have to change that, and we have to increase our this R&D, and we have to move on more on the entrepreneurship, and we have to build the startups so that we can build up the more technologies.
Point. So, Praniti, to add more upon this point, I can add something more. If we have to discuss about the startup of our country, in our country, the startup ratio, something goes in this way. It's like 25 to 30 startup every year we do in our country. Okay, if we have to compare the startup with China's startup, they are doing 210 to 230 startups every year. Look at this difference. So many startups are going on. And in the name of startup, we people are producing what? Balaji Vapors. Okay, we have got small startups, hotel industry. In the name of startup, all youngsters are focusing upon hotel industry. So many hotels are there these days around Solapur city as well, isn't it? So all are talking about startup, but there is no innovation in this. Okay, people are following the footsteps of other people. On the other hand, I even would like to say this research and development. Yes, if you have to talk percentage wise, if you talk with some statistics of in research and development, our country, India, spends $2.4 billion every year. Okay, if you compare this with China's, okay, if you compare it with China, they are spending 5 million, they are spending $5 million every year upon research and development. Now, what do you mean by research and development? Research and development means getting ready for failures. How many times you are trying to innovate new things and you are getting failed? And after learning from those failures, you're not repeating your mistakes. In that way, what is happening? People are becoming skillful. These multiple things are not useful for making a particular thing. Okay? So we learn from the trial and errors, we learn that these are those ways which cannot be useful for producing XYZ material. Okay, we understand these things. Okay, these are not the ways to produce XYZ material. So you understand what should not be done. You learn from your failures. So research and development plays vital role in the development of nation's economy and the mindset of the youngsters. Very nice, Aniti. You spoke very nice. Anybody else want to add something?
So can I?
Yes,
Can I?
Ruchita. Yes, Ruchita.
As Swati said, India is growing very fast. So India is the fourth largest economy, and China and USA are the top two countries who are at first and second. So, with competition with them, there are four company or sectors which we in India we have. So one of them is IT, that is information technology industry. So why it is important is that IT contributes over 7% of Indian GDP, which is domestic product, and the major source of employment and foreign exchange is India, and India is also the tech giants like India also has the tech giants like Infosys, Wipro, HCL, TCS, and many more companies are there. So what all need to be changed is investment and future techniques like AI, blockchain, and cyber security. And one of the most important is quantum computing. So, improvement, internet infrastructure, and digital education across 2 by 3 cities, strengthening data processing and the laws to gain the global trust. So, this is the most important thing that is to be changed and needed. So, I'll give some examples. So, first is the Infosys. We all know it is very renowned company. So, Infosys runs over global banking system in 50 plus companies, and India's IT exports crosses about 200 billion dollars in 22 to 20 sorry 23 to 24 uh, year, and the new startups in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune become the global unicorns. So, what will be the global impact on it? It is which will position India in the global digital hub. So, this is the main impact which will happen.
You started explaining with the help of some example as well, right? It puts extra impression upon the listener. Very good, going good, Shabas. Anybody else want to add something?
So I want
So
to
can
add
I?
something.
Yes, please. Tell your name and start. Snatch the opportunities, okay? Snatch the opportunities. You are in a group right now. You don't wait for an opportunity that you will get an opportunity. And don't be in any kind of dilemma that should I speak, should I not speak. Snatch your opportunity. Talk in the group. Come on. Who's next? Tell your name and start your topic.
Uh, Hello, sir. My
Hello,
name is Shrivanti Margi.
Hmm? Silvanti, come on. Carry on.
Uh, Yes, sir. Adding to the all the points, one more factor is that India have to India has to continue modernizing in the military forces also. Military forces to conventional and nuclear capabilities to booster the regional and global influences also. And the second one is the soft diplomacy, leverage India's
Are you reading by the way?
rich heritage
Are you
culture.
are you reading? Are you reading by the way?
No, sir. No, sir.
Explain
There
the
is
point.
nothing in front of me.
Explain the point. Explain the point, Bede. Explain the point. Explain, give me
Okay,
example
sir.
upon that point. Whatever you are talking, you need to give me example about. Come on, start with the example.
So, we know, India has the biggest armed force. So we have to invest more on the armed force for the in the nuclear capabilities to gain booster the regional and global influences.
Why,
and the
why, why,
second one
why,
is the
why do we? No,
diplomacy.
no, no. Why do we need to focus? Why need to upgrade? Why do we need to upgrade our defense system? Why upgradation is required? Why we need to progress in that regard, in that defense system? What is the need? In
So,
that way, we will become
so
superpower.
that so that is the main that is the main means, that is the main point that of means that is the main you can say.
Sir, we need to strengthen our military. We need to strengthen our defense because
Sir, can I add to the point of Sheila?
please, please, Aditi, go ahead. Help her.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditi Srikan Mashar, and as Sheila said, defense factor is also being considered. As we know, recently we have triggered with one of the major attack by the Pakistan, and which was named as Operation Sindur. At that time, where 26 of the civilians were killed. So, for that purpose, we have already equipped. We have made very much trades along with the other nations regarding the military equipments or defense equipments, and one of them was Adit- Aditya Aditya
Yes,
uh,
400 Aditi.
AS
Yes,
400
400
Aditya, yes,
BrahMos.
BrahMos, which helped in very much difficult situation, which helped India during the very critical situation to tackle the war with the Pakistan. And yes, sir. Thank you.
Mm. In the lights of development, okay, in the lights of development, there shouldn't be any situation where another nation is entering, trusting your border, and they are taking away the things they want from you. Okay, any terrorist activity that may happen, anybody, they would come and they would try to capture your land. So those things should
Yes,
not
sir,
happen
I
to our
have a
country.
point.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, sir, for interrupt you.
Yes, please go ahead. Never mind. Gautami.
Sir, I'm going. Thank you, sir. My name is Gautami. I'm going to build a point on Aditi and Sheila. Like they told about the BrahMos, the BrahMos part, the BrahMos 2 is also launched India in recently 2 days. Like the India has after the launch, the all countries were offering like they should have to use also. Like the war was going between the Turkey and the Cyprus. Then the Turkey, like he had taken the side of the Pakistan. Then the India decide to take revenge. Then the India, our Prime Minister Modi decide we should the Cyprus country was also want that BrahMos to missile. Then they made a deal, like means the India also can take a revenge in a defense sector and the diplomacy, we can say. Means like 15 years ago the India was like they were not taking action, but the India has been developed a lot and taking action on that. And like Aditi also told that the Operation Sindur, it is a recently, like we can say that it has that action has been taken within like 2 3 days only. So the BrahMos 2 is the answer to over the world, that India is not letting back. They are they are competing to all other countries also. They are in developing, but they are not showing the development. They will show at the peak of the period, like all countries will get shocked and all, and they will scared. And the country America has lots of scared about India, because the Modi is launching day by day new things, not only about the missiles, but also the Modi has planned lots of things. What plan the Modi had, did anyone did not know. So we can say that India is not back, means they are developing, but India is just not showing. It will show at the peak of point when it is needed. Thank you, sir.
Gautami, well said. After listening to your point, I got flashed with some idea in my mind. Actually, you can even point out saying in this way that India is not only safeguarding its heritage, India is also not only, you know, helping our nation to get defended from another nation. At the same time, if we are developing the weapons, if we are developing the nuclear powers, then we will be able to sell it to another nation also. And in that regard, we will be also getting good profit in return. Like how we people are purchasing the weapons and the missiles from Russia. Okay, we have to pay them. So in that way, what will happen? We are having good sound relationship with another nation. At the same time, you will be making money for your country as well. Okay. So even that plays an important role. All right. Anybody else want to? So in that way, you try to focus upon two things. One thing is that we should save our nation, plus we should be also uh, earning profit by selling the weapons to another nation. Right? A new corridor gets opened.
Like,
Yes.
sir,
Anybody
we
want?
are developing our economic
That
growth.
way, at the same time, we are also helping our economic to grow. That's great. Wonderfully said. Anybody else want to add something? Tell your name and start your point.
Sir, may
Snatch
I?
the opportunity. Yes, please. Aarti, Kamble.
Hello
Go ahead.
everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Aarti Kamble. I'm going to add one more key factor, that is economic transformation. The India need to economically strong. The programs like Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat helps us to make the Indian economy, make the India service based to manufacturing lead. It will help the local sellers to make the Indian economy and sell into build the economy, and we also have to attract the foreign investors to invest in Indian products, which can also help to build the Indian economy strong. Thank you.
You highlighted a
I
very
would
sensitive point. Yes, you highlighted a very sensitive point. India
Thank you,
needs
sir.
to shift from product-driven, service-driven nation to product-driven nation, right? We need to shift. We need to have a transition.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
time for transition. We need to shift from service-driven industry to product-driven industry. We people are producing electronic vehicles. We are
Yes.
able to assemble the electronic vehicles, but the battery that is required to run that electronic vehicle, we import it from China and Japan, right? The semiconductor which is required in the smartphones, in the electronic gadgets, semiconductors are
Yes.
called as the brain of those devices, right? Now, these
Yes. Yes.
semiconductors we cannot make. We are able to make the mobile phone. We are able to make the CT scan, right? We are able to make the radar system. But when it comes to semiconductors, we have to import it from another nation like Taiwan, right? This is what you want to say. India is the largest diamond cutting nation. Okay, it's a service industry. India is the largest diamond cutting nation, but the machine that is required to cut that diamond, we import it from Switzerland. So we are service driven nation. We are not product driven nation. We need to shift into manufacturing industries. So there is a lot of market these days. You know what? You people are doing engineering. So if you think in this regard, if you try to do some innovation, if you try to think in this direction that we need to be having some manufacturing, we need to contribute in some manufacturing some products in the nation. And in that way, there will be a huge market that is opening up for all of you. So India is still service driven industry. If we are thinking of becoming product driven industry, just imagine how many people will get employment, right? So lots of scope in upcoming days. Yes, anybody else want to add? Tell your name and start your
sir,
point.
can I add on this point?
Yes, please go
So
ahead.
can I?
Yes, please. Tell your name and start.
Uh, Sir, my name is Aditi, and I would like to add to the point as Aarti mentioned that India has to like focus on Make in India, and it is a very proud moment to share that India, in the recent of the February and March duration, launched India's first microcomputer, or we can say as microprocessor chip, that is Vikram 3201 and Kalpana 3201 in the one of the labs of ISRO, that is at the Chandigarh, which can be used for the space satellite systems during the extreme weather conditions, and this can be a very uh, first startup, or we can say as the basic foundation for the semiconducting hubs that are to be launched in India in Gujarat. And also I would like to add a point that 76,000 crore rupees has been already invested in the semiconducting hub, which has to be built or developed in the Gujarat by the Foxconn and Tata company. Thank you.
Good research. Whenever you are talking in the group discussion, from your talk, there should be a new course of discussion that is getting started. This should be focused. Okay, all the students pay attention. Whenever we are having group discussion, we should be saying or we should be conveying such kind of thing in the group. After your discussion, a new course of discussion is getting started. Okay. So now when you started, Aarti, when you started focusing upon this point that we need to shift from service driven industry to product driven industry. Now see how the discussion is, getting started from you. Now Aditi also added some point from her side. So you are doing a good job. Aarti, you're doing a good job by having good solid points. When you're talking with some example, right?
Thank you.
After your example, some another student is also getting some idea and they are taking the discussion to next level, right? A new course of discussion is getting from yours. So this is very much important. In group discussion, when you will be noticed if you are giving some examples in such a way which is eye opener for the people. Okay, jaw dropping information. Are you getting eye popping information, jaw dropping information? Work upon such kind of solid points. Give examples. Don't just speak upon the point. Try to give examples. How Aditi gave example, right? She's talking about some examples, some statistics. It's very much value added when you're talking with some examples. Being an engineer, you should be able to explain with some points and examples. Talk about the statistics. English, okay, work upon your English, spoken English, plus these statistics. Okay, who's next?
Yes, sir. I definitely try. Yes, thank you.
Good job. Yes, yes, Aditi, good. Yes, Aditi, going good. Who's next? Swati is not speaking. Why Nazmeen is not
Hello, sir.
speaking?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, everyone. My name is Nazmeen. Uh, as I want to some add one point is that we should have focus on space exploration to continue investing on space technology to enhance the scientific and global cooperation. We know about the two latest news. Currently, news is that Ahmedabad plane crash. That there was many people was dead and mess or hospital students was there. That's why we should focus on the space exploration to
okay. Was
and
dead नहीं, were
investment in
dead.
the safe.
Was dead नहीं, were dead. अनेक
Oh,
लोग थे, बहुत सारे लोग थे ना, were dead. Continue, please.
we should focus on the space exploration to invest in them space to make new Air India aeroplanes to advance a technology to make aeroplanes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you want to say that we need to do some advancement in the existing technology. This is you want, right?
Yes, sir.
If we want to withstand with the global competition, that point of time plays vital role. All these technological advancements, right? We can see that we can witness that technology is growing with a staggering pace these days. Technology has brought a revolution in the society these days. Okay, the technology is at the par excellence these days. Still, we require more technology. Still, we require more skilled people, right? We need to invite the MNC companies from another countries who are coming to our nation and they are doing the startups. And in that way, our people are learning from them and they are also starting their own, right? Indian local market, they will date themselves. So watching the global leaders, global giants, when they're approaching in our country, we will get to learn new things, how to operate the technology, how to make the technology, right? So we need to invite the MNC companies for that. Technological advancement will happen, but if you are inviting another country's global giants to India, and then these people are working and we are learning from them, right? Anybody wants to
Yes,
add
sir.
something?
Yes, sir.
Anybody wants to add anything? Yes.
Hello, sir.
This session is
Can I
getting
start,
recorded,
sir?
bachcho. Yes, make a mark. Come on,
So
make a mark.
hello,
Yes, Komal. Yes, Komal, go
hello,
ahead.
sir.
Yes,
I'm
please go
audible.
ahead, Komal. Yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Komal Heta. So I want to talk about the sustainable development too. The sustainable development is also very important to be in a green economic investment like renewable energy, sustainable practices like migrate the climate to changes, create a new environment and economic opportunities. Like as we can say that in every solar panels are very going ahead towards the like in agriculture feed, as we can say that in our house too the solar panels are very crucially growing us more in the areas of like totally economic. It is getting in sustainable like greenery, usable cheeses and everything. So is that my point to say that so solar panels are very crucially growing in our areas like so many things. So I want to say on that. Thank you so much.
India need to focus upon sustainable development as well. We need to shift into solar panels as well. India is still not becoming that much efficient in using the solar panels. Not everyone is that much advanced, right? We people in our country, there are so many people who are below the poverty line. There are so many people who are lying in the middle level of the section of the society. So they are finding it quite difficult to cope up that solar panel because it's too expensive. Still, we are way behind. But in coming days, we can see that that market is also getting opened up. Yes, anybody else want to add something? Okay, wait now, wait now. I am going to stop this meeting now. I will start again. Should I start again or you people are done with your discussions?
No, sir. Should we start again?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Do you want me to continue the session or you want to stop this right now? Because our time is getting finished. I
we
mean,
want
So
to
I
continue the session.
okay, so I'm sending you another link. Okay, for more 20 minutes we will be discussing upon that. Okay, I'm taking a pause now. Rejoin now. In 2 minutes, I'm sending
yes,
you the link.
sir.
Okay.
Okay.